All right.
Right, you should be able to see my screen right now. Let me tell me
Yeah.
if it's working.
I can, yes.
Yeah, so Celts against Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
The matchup probably still the most played matchup in tournaments.
It's not connecting. So we narrowed it down. It's either Greeky or Eery. Yeah, all right. Also, so this mic is better. Okay, I guess I'll just use the other one for recording the premise voice lines, and I'll stick to this one for streaming.
Yeah, so did you end up mentioning some
Yeah, a few.
voice line?
Yeah, but if I want to be true to the actual lines, I need to switch back to the other mic again. There's a long list of voice lines for every unit, and the premise is no exception. But there are also some, just random voice lines like death sounds and grunts and shouts. And I think I can do those pretty well. One of my favorite things to do, like in real life, is doing impressions of other people's voices and sounds. So this should be an easy one.
Yeah, so there's also like the death sound and stuff, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm good at that. I wish I could do it. I wish I could do it like the Immortals though. Immortals have the best death scream in the game. Like so manly, they die like with honor.
Can you give us an example death scream of the previous, or is that too much to ask? I know
actually, you know what? Yeah, actually, I think it's gonna be pretty complicated to coordinate the sounds because you know that the Primus does have this unique mechanic that when he dies, he actually doesn't die. He transforms into this, like last stand phase where he stands up again and starts punching at his enemies before he dies. And so it's going to be a little difficult to, like synchronize the death sounds because he doesn't need to die at the time where his first health bar reaches 0. So we need to find a good compromise between sounding like a death but not actually being one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Like, like
the sound you make when you stub your toe.
Yeah. But I think with 1,500 HP, it's gonna be a little more difficult. I mean, it's gonna be a much stronger force than just stepping on your toe. Who's playing who? Greeky is playing against Greeky. Eery versus Greeky. Egypt versus Celts. Greeky being Celts, Eery being Egypt. Map is going to be Wildwoods.
Yeah, so is Egypt still considered a Civ counter to Celts? Do you think?
Well, with the recent nerf to Carpentomes and the snare resistance that the elephants got and the extra health on chariot archers, I think EVC is looking better than the past year or so. So probably, yeah.
But I think the main reason for it being considered Egypt's favorite is that X-Men Champion upgrade.
Yeah, but the thing is, like before, there was this window in the mid game where Egypt was very superior because of X-Men Champion, like you said. But then at the very late game, like at H4 with all upgrades, then when you had those Carpentomes, you could just steamroll a lot of stuff. But now, Now that Carpentomes are a bit more specialized, I think it's better a bit for Egypt. Like we saw with Carnage against Striker, where he used catapults. Like, when was the last time you saw catapults? Of course, I mean not talking about Recon's games, but overall, catapults have been pretty underutilized in the recent past. But yeah, I'm looking at my list. I have 5 attack lines, 5 born voice lines, which is like the sound the unit makes when it's trained. And then 5 deaths, 5 idols, 5 melee, 5 move, 5 pain, and 5 select. So a lot of stuff to go through.
Wow. Yeah, I can also imagine that if you're working on these voice lines and you then play the game again, you suddenly start to notice all these voice lines of all these units.
Yeah. It's actually like Age Online may seem like a simple game visually, but at its core, it's actually the most complicated Age game of them all. Like, for example, in Age Online, every single unit has different voices, different looks, and different animations. And everything about every unit for every civ is unique. In other Age games, for example, in Age of Empires 3, for example, a lot of units share their voice lines. Like all of your cavalry sound the same, if you know what I mean. But here it's different. And then when you add like 7 civilizations, it's a lot of stuff. Like mad respect to the first person who decided to design the game like this. Like a lot more work, but much very well worth it in the end, I would say. Oh, we finally got connected.
Yeah, we got it going. So Greeky is hosting the game now. It's going really well. Yeah, so here we are on Wildwoods. Both players immediately finding a hunt. So that's good. I think this map usually spawns pretty balanced. So Greeky playing as Celts and Eery playing as Egypt. Both players going for fast barracks. So no fast town center as we saw. Didn't we see... oh no, we didn't see a CVE go into a fast town center, but we did see some fast TC plays.
Yeah, but I mean, you're looking at Eery here. It doesn't matter which civilization he plays. He is just going to go for an Age 1 aggression, regardless of civilization.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point.
If there's one aggro player in the game, it's Eery himself. The barracks going up already. Igori asking in the chat, how are you going to do the pain lines? It's a bit not safe for work, so you just have to wait until they're in the game to hear them. It's a lot of grunting and, how do you say it? Like grunting, and the other one is forget the verb. I'll remember it eventually, but let's look at this game.
Yeah,
Eery already. Yeah,
what?
go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
just wanted to say that the perfect. The predictions are up again, so they were cancelled. So if you want to predict in the chat who will win this game, this first game, make sure to check the chat. What are your predictions?
I think Eery 3-2.
Oh, so very close.
Yeah, everybody is hoping for 5 games, obviously, but I think at the end of the day, Eery can come out on top. But let's see. Greeky has been showing us very good games. Oh yeah, moaning, Mr. Banana Man. Thank you, moaning. I forgot about that. Moaning is the word I'm looking for. So even though Eery opened with Spearman, he is still going to be on the defensive here. He does have 6 Spearmen to the 6 of Greeky's. 7 Spearmen now. I really like this stalling with a scout.
Yeah, so Greeky going really hard on the Spearman. He's getting hunting dogs You love to see
Yeah,
it.
Eery has it too. Eery has it. Eery actually got hunting dogs before his wood storehouse. I was gonna point that out.
Ah, yeah. So I was wondering because there were 3 villagers here, long distance gathering, but it's also because he has upgraded his villagers for better hunting. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought about this a little bit. What would be the best build for hunting dogs? It's actually quite tricky because I think the price is just right now. 75,
Yeah.
especially the 75 wood. It's still a decent investment for the early game.
Yeah, and for the Celts, it's exceptionally good because they don't need that gold in Age 1 anyway. So they can just pump out those spearmen even faster when they research hunting dogs.
So Greeky is actually a villager up already. 1.5 villager even. So that's he's doing a really good job keeping his queue full of villagers. Going to H2 right now. Getting some stone for a fast town center. As always. Pressuring Eery here, and there's a low villager here. Nice.
I think he can save it, yeah.
Yeah, nice reaction time. There's a swarm of Egyptian spearmen now. 12.
They have the funniest walking animation of all spearmen.
Or is it
Not
the
even
herd?
close.
Oh no, it's called the flock of spearmen. Now I remember it.
Flock of spearmen?
Yeah.
Horde of spearmen?
And I totally missed it, but also at the top, Greeky's doing a really nice job denying this hunting for Eery.
Yeah, but Eery is H2 now, so he will make some axemen. But it's rough defending against these Celtic spearmen who are so fast and can maneuver so quickly around the map.
Yeah, so Greeky now rallying more. Ooh, a subscription by AOL Recon.
Yeah, actually, Eery gifted a tier 1 sub to Recon. Yeah,
okay.
Thank you. Eery with the donation and the gift sub. He has it all.
Keeping the community alive.
Yeah, hype. Thank you. Oh, Eery does not want to bleed out his units like that. He is not in a good spot right now. Struggling for food a bit because Greeky actively denying both of his hunt storehouses.
Yeah, he's under a lot of pressure right now. He's he's getting Picker's Glove right now, so he's committing to these berries. It was not a temporary solution. There's 2 deer left here, but even those are too far out of his base for Greeky to allow that.
Yeah, Greeky is now getting the gold upgrade, pickaxe. It's pickaxe, right? I didn't remember wrong. Yeah. So, oh, is he gonna get that villager? So close. Okay, that villager does go down. What's the villager count right now?
27 for Greeky against the 24 for Eery.
Oh, okay.
So Greeky in the meantime back at home. He got his town center up here at a very nice position. Actually, I would have loved to see it also be a storehouse for the gold. Let's see what he's making. Just the 1 barracks for now. He's going for a lot of spearmen and some long swordsmen now. I think the long swordsman count is added to the top here. And he's also already up a little bit in population.
Yeah, Greeky playing this matchup quite well, keeping Eery on the back foot constantly. Like, look at the positioning of that barracks from Eery. It's behind the second TC. It's extremely defensive. And it's gonna hurt his reinforcements time a bit. And I don't even think he can defend this with what he has. So many longswordmen from Greeky. I think Eery has to abandon this hunt immediately.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know about this. Yeah.
Very nice splitting his units and pressuring on both sides. Now moving in on the south side. Greeky looking very strong in this game 1. Going for the villager again. Oh my god, I think he can get this one.
And the house. Pretty sure he can get the house if he right clicks on it. Not anymore. Okay, now he might be wanting to leave. Yeah. But look at the top. Right, Eery finally bringing some priestesses, but does that mean he pulled it off as TCs? No. So these are actually extra priestesses of Ra. Very nice by Eery.
Yeah, let's
Holding
see.
on.
We have a Sacred Grove here. So a second and a third barracks being added, and a Sacred Grove. I think Greeky is a bit behind on his production. His bank is growing. He has a lot of units in queue as well. So I think Eery may be able to get a bigger army here for now and push out, so he can secure this hunt now. Kind of stabilizing. The villager count is 37 to the 45. Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah.
He's stabilizing, but with a much smaller economy than Greeky. Let's see how Greeky builds on his advantage. Adding a second Sacred Grove now. I wonder
Is he
if
gonna
it's
go for Secret Deer?
Yeah, potentially.
Okay, now Eery is in a rather fine spot, I think. He did produce many more units compared to Greeky in the meantime, and now he's securing his foothold on that location with those 4 extra priestesses. That's a lot of priestesses. Now the only question is, does he have Touch of Ra? He doesn't. I just looked at the stats on the priestess. 10 healing for now. But eventually he is going to get that.
Yeah, so Eery able to expand a bit, gather some food from outside of his base. But it was a rough start from him. The multi-pronged attack by Greeky going really well. But if you look at the queue now, he's doing quite a good job on keeping his resources low. Whereas for Eery, oh my god.
Eery's not looking at his army. Alright, now he is. So much healing going on for both sides. Both
7
druids.
priestesses here.
Yeah, both druids and priestesses in the mix for these players. And the interesting part is their entire army is made of melee units, both sides. So they can't even snipe each other's priest units. So it's just going to come down to positioning and if they can get a good surround on the opposing army.
So both players adding in some armories now. Greeky still has a scout alive, very nice. Oh, moves him away just in time to save him, very nice. Yeah, Greeky is really good with his scout.
Always on the spot. And he one thing he's also good at is using these like 1 or 2 straggling units on the map to do some harassment or getting scouting information. So nice job by him. Can Egyptian axemen stand up to Celtic infantry? Yeah, they can, especially in H3. But in H2, if you have the support of a priestess, it can be fairly even. Maybe cost effectiveness is a factor here. I mean, axemen do lose one-on-one to longswordsmen, but maybe in larger fights you lose fewer resources. Oh, there's the Touch of Ra.
But
that's critical importance.
I think getting X-Men champion as soon as possible is a priority here, because Greeky is pushing out and he was able to spend his resources. 53 longswordsmen against 10 spearmen and 39 X-Men, so Eery does not want to fight until he gets this massive upgrade for his X-Men.
And the way he's retreating, those priestesses are all in the back of his army, being shredded to pieces by those longswordsmen, I feel like. Oh no! 600 gold down the drain.
One survived with 18 HP.
Okay. I think Eery needs to pull the others. Eery needs to pull the ones off of a TC. I think it's an emergency situation here, and he really needs that extra healing from the priestesses.
Yeah, I would agree. But X-Men champion is done now. Eery is moving out confidently, and the splash damage. And I think Greeky just clicked on a unit of Eery and saw that X-Men champion is done.
Yeah.
And this is really not a situation where you want to find yourself in as a Celt against Egypt, with 50 longswordsmen and your opponent having X-Men champion.
Oh yeah. So the best counterplay to this is to try and take as few head-on engagements as you can and try to minimize the surface area for the axemen. So if you can force your opponent to fight in smaller groups where the splash overlap doesn't hurt much, I think that's the ideal spot. But as we're looking at this spot on the map, I think Eery is sending a group of Axemen on the right side, trying to do some counter damage. Yeah, even having one Spearman mixed in there.
To slow everyone down.
Yes. Hey guys, mind if I tag along? It's like when you have a bunch of cool dudes and there's this one guy that nobody really cares about, but accepts in the group anyway. This is exactly what that Spearman was like.
I wish I could zoom in on the unit portrait.
So many longswordsmen here, though. I mean, Axeman champion is good, but let's see how that pans out. Greeky's still at 44 longswordsmen and Eery only at 20, and these fights really, resolve suddenly when one side loses too many units. Yeah, and how many longswordsmen are alive still?
38, and I think also due to there being 9 druids there and only one dying, that fight was very in favor of Greeky. So forget what we said about X-Men Champion. If you don't have the healing support for them.
Yeah, and also far fewer numbers. So if you have if you're fighting 20 units down, all the upgrades in the world probably won't help much.
Okay, let's get a villager count here. 72 for Eery against the 73 for Greeky. So evening things out there, Eery. Greeky built this third town center, and I guess also Eery. They both built their third town center in a very nice spot for a market. I think Greeky is already thinking of building one. It needs a little bit more wood.
Yeah.
Transitioning now into some bowmen, which is the standard play.
What are the armor upgrades looking like? Okay, so 3 upgrades for Greeky. And Eery... 2 upgrades. 3 upgrades. Oh wait, is that the H3 upgrade? I can't tell. The quality is too low.
Yeah, so he has 2 upgrades right now. This is the H3 one, yeah.
Alright, so technically 3 upgrades as well, because those armor upgrades do combine. But that's a massive force of bowmen, and I think Eery only has Axemen right now. Oh, he does have a few slingers, yeah, but Greeky has doubled the amount of slingers in bowmen. Oh, but this is not a good retreat for him. Eery can chase this army all day, and any moment Greeky stops, those slingers are gonna put the hurt on those bowmen, unless Eery tries to push into this wall. Yeah, look at that healing though from the druids. So much healing.
Yeah, 10 druids here, and he does have the upgrades, so they're elder druids.
Oh yeah, elder druids. Yeah, that's actually one of the things added into Celeste. I think it's a pretty neat change. Oh, but look at this. Eery does have priestesses of his own, so it's not like he's the only one. Greeky is the only one with healing. He does have 6 priestesses of Ra with touch of Ra research, so 14 healing per second is no joke here. I think those druids at the moment have 9 or something.
Can I pass to this? Oh.
Oh my god, alright.
It's typically an Eerie thing to find out there's a hole in the woods here.
This is gonna come as a surprise.
Is this a hashtag blame recon, or should we hold our blame recons?
I would never blame Recon under any circumstance because he's a good friend. But it's possible, yeah, it could be him. I mean, the only thing this map consistently is supposed to do is making a big giant forest in the center, and it's doing exactly that. So about the rest, I don't know. Maybe he can enlighten us.
Yeah, praise Recon for yet again a big forest spawning in the middle. So Eery moved past the wall. He sees these markets, I think. No, he doesn't.
No,
and this is a beautiful position for these bowmen.
Oh my lord, that's an insane spot.
There's nothing you can do with melee units.
Yeah, and Eery, what's the army composition of Eery right there? He does have a few people slowing. Yeah, there's that spearman again. Hey guys, mind if I tag along? Does he have the speed upgrade for his priestess? I think he doesn't. Okay. So that priest, that spearman, is not the only person slowing down that army.
Eery now building
What's
his
going
markets
on
as well.
here? Yeah, I think what Eery really needs now is a couple of forts and elephants. Because look at the bowman ball from Greeky. You cannot deal with that with axemen. No, not at all. 70, is that 73? I'm seeing it correctly?
76.
76!
And
Oh my
counting.
lord.
And counting.
And counting, yeah. Greeky preparing to clear his next legendary quest, apparently, with 80 bowmen and druids in the mix. And Eery is trying to fight better. I think that's just a rolling ball of death from Greeky right there. He doesn't want to lose all of those priestesses, though. That's so much gold invested. They're going down. But he is wreaking havoc inside the base of Greeky, too.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
doing a
he's
good
everywhere.
job with all these raids everywhere. And I think, because Greeky's front line is really thin, and the last horseman just died. Running into a fort with his bowman.
Oh, that one elephant, though, it's gonna spawn right in the middle of those bowmen, I think. Okay, no. But it's gonna be interesting how much he can tank.
Are we going for another base trade here?
With bowmen? That's not a base trade you want to make.
I think I'm reading Eerie's thoughts here. Like, if you want to go in with your bowman, then I'm gonna go in with my X-Men.
Yeah, but there's another elephant coming in for Eery. I think he needs to wait for maybe 2 of them, then he can deal with those bowmen.
Meanwhile, pushing into Greeky's base. There's not that much to defend here. But I think there's also these 2 town centers shooting.
Oh, finally Eery with something that can deal with these bowmen.
Oh, he got
look
Slinger
at how
Champion
much
as well.
look at how much that one elephant is tanking with the bowman. Like insane amounts of pierce damage from one elephant only. And all in all, I think Eery's doing a good job.
So many slingers. Perfect.
And the bowman ball is reduced to how many now? Is it like 25? 24. Yeah. Just a few seconds ago it was 78.
And
so
because of all these priestesses, Eery is able to stay here under these town centers and the production facilities of Greeky for so long.
yeah.
So who's getting the better end of the deal here?
Hard to say, really, because Eery is making a lot of slingers. Well, not anymore, but if he keeps making slingers, Greeky is making some woad raiders, so eventually he will end up with a composition that counters Eery's. But overall, I think we are a pretty equal spot at this moment in time in this game. Maybe slightly in favor of Eery, even, I would say.
Yeah, I would say that the main result of this is that both players have been able to keep each other's market line really small. So Eery has like 5 caravans now, and Greeky has also like 7 or 8. But we are 21 minutes into this game.
The Ace saying in the chat that H4 champions, please. What do you think about using champions in Celt versus Egypt?
I think champions are a really good unit and probably useful in any matchup, just as like some meat. Like something to tank with.
Yeah.
Pretty pop efficient.
Oh, definitely. I wonder though, does Greeky have a Bard Hall? We can look at it after we see the result of that fight, I guess.
I'll do a
but
quick
I don't
scan
think
of
he does. I don't think he does.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I like how he's mixing in a few Woad Raiders to deal with the slingers.
And what's the villager count?
75 for Eery to the 88 for Greeky.
Okay, not bad. Eery is producing caravans, and he's actually killing all the markets of Greeky. So this game is turning into pure chaos right now. Oh, actually, Greeky was able to overcome the forces of Eery here, and yeah, okay, Eery is reinforcing just outside of the army of Greeky, so he will push in again once he has a sizable force. Oh, but he actually didn't take down the markets of Greeky either, so very nice defense and offense from
And this
Greeky
is starting to
at the
look better and
moment.
better for Greeky. He's ahead in villagers. He's up 40 population now.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this choice of camels. I think I would like to see the camel champion upgrade as well for Eery, seeing how there's horsemen, there's bowmen.
I would like to see more elephants, really.
There's a sizable force coming in from the north now, and Eery's about to find out.
Yeah.
I like this play by Greeky, moving all the way into the corner, so that it will take the longest of times for this other army to come back to defend.
Yeah, now he's pushing with his main army at the top, which is a huge force. And Eery, is he making slingers? I can't tell. The quality of the Discord call is a little blurry for me right now. I think he is reinforcing with slingers, so...
Yes. Some slingers.
I
I think you're seeing
I wonder if
caravans.
he should mix in some spearmen just to deal with the horsemen. Still pretty tough to predict anything here.
Overall, I think,
H4.
yeah, Greeky, he's just getting. I mean, he was ahead at the start of the game, and he's kind of pushed it as advantage. He has full armory. He has, yeah, compared to Eery, he's only missing a single upgrade. I don't know. I'm liking Greeky's position more and more in this game.
Yeah, it's looking very good for him actually. And I think what both of these guys could do right now is repair those walls, because both of them have built walls, but they have their walls broken in by both sides.
Yeah,
And that's
actually,
just allowing counterattacks after counterattacks.
I'm not too sure if Greeky is really ahead or if he's ahead by that much. I mean, Eery is really far from H4 though, and Greeky is about to be there, and he still has a bank for a lot of champion upgrades.
Yeah, I'm guessing Carpentone Champion immediately hitting as soon as it hits H4.
But these last few trades were pretty good for Eery.
And he did rebuild as well, actually.
There's Camel champion as well.
Uh-huh.
Very nice.
Ooh, no horsemanship yet. Or rather, mounted training and purebred first, then desert conditioning since it's Egypt. It's actually one of the few instances in the game where there's an upgrade with the exact same effect with a different name. And it's only on Egypt. Ooh, that fortress is putting a lot of hurt on those bowmen. And there's another fortress going up for Eery, so that's really neat. But now he is fighting an H down. So, I don't know. Carpentone's on the way for Greeky.
Thanks for the follow. Yeah, so we have Horseman champions, Carpentone champion. It will be a very deadly combination of Horseman and Carpentone. And H3 Egypt will definitely struggle to deal with that.
Yeah. I think once again the answer here is just more champion camels and maybe some elephants, but other than that, I don't know what Eery could be doing in this spot right now. Like you said, he is far away from H4 himself, so all he needs to do now is to buy time and get to H4 himself.
Yeah, he's getting closer and closer.
Does he have, how many farms does he have? I think he needs a lot of farms. Way more than he has right now. 11? Oh, 22? Okay, that's a decent number. Oh, he could use that irrigation tech though, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's transitioning into mass camels. He knows what's coming. Getting the stable upgrades.
Yeah,
actually,
nice.
there's the horseshoes for Greeky, so Greeky's stable composition will be very strong. Of course, these horsemen and these carpentons almost fully upgraded. Let's take a look at this armory as well. Still needs to start on his H4 upgrades.
Yeah, no H4 upgrades just yet. But after, I mean, at the end of the day, Eery is still doing fine. Like, I think he's okay. He even upgraded his walls a third time or second time rather. He does have his age 3 walls now.
Yeah, he's trading really well with his army for this last, I would say, 10 minutes of this game. And that's exactly
Look
what
at
he needed
those
to be
camels.
doing. Yeah, those carpentums are not cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Mass Camel is a really nice solution here. Not sure if he has enough right here. 12 horsemen. And Greeky getting those H4 upgrades now. I think Eery needs to go to H4 as soon as he can. I think if he works a bit with his market, sells some wood, he can get there.
Yeah. What's Eerie's gold count actually?
He's at 1700 right now.
Okay. So he could still get some more gold and perhaps
He's doing it now.
buy food and go to H4. Yeah, there's the Temple of Ta. Alright. Sad Egypt is out of PvP. Well, Cunix, I think you would be happy to hear that they've been doing really well recently, and every game we saw Egypt on this tournament, I mean today so far, they've won. So don't count Egypt out yet, and do take a look at the recent patch notes for PvP. You can find it at champion.projectceleste.com.
Alright, so Greeky is on his way to H4, or Eery is on his way to H4. Going for Mass Camel. What do you think is the composition he wants to go for here? What
I
should
think
he
he's
get
just
from
going to
H4?
make more and more camels. More camels and get desert conditioning, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what he needs to take right now.
Actually, he just lost a lot of camels here on the right side as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was to remax.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, Greeky is still just making carpentomes and...
He's adding in some spearmen now, which I really like. Some spearmen to defend the market. If there's just camels there, and a few champion spearmen in H4, I think they will do very well.
Yeah, but Eery can also make some spearmen of his own if he wants. He does have some barracks left still. And he does have a lot of farms, so let's see if he elects to go for that. Oh, this can be huge actually. I think he's just going to ignore the armies of Greeky and just kill the markets off. Yeah, I think he can do that.
Trying to micro on both sides and losing his markets, but there's two more and a third more being built.
Oh my god, yeah. So many markets being sniped and replaced constantly during this match.
I looked away for one moment and the chariots were dead. Carpentums.
Of course. Yeah, but by the way, I think if Greeky still keeps adding in spearmen, I think champion chariots is actually a very good choice for Eery to mix in, because it's an upgrade that many people might not even know what it does. But if you hover over it in the stable, we can show it to the viewers. Egyptian Chariot Archer Champion actually grants it a lot more health, and it also gives it bonus damage against infantry. It's a huge upgrade. And
especially since chariots with the most recent patch have gotten some more base health, this upgrade is extra good.
Even better, yes. And 50% bonus damage against infantry is nothing to sneeze at, considering how much base DPS those guys do.
They were doing really well. That market type is just absolutely huge. You see all those caravans who have been idle, that's so much gold lost, and they're now just making their first trip again.
And what's the armory looking like, by the way?
So I think Greeky is a bit ahead, so there's still 3 upgrades missing for Eery, and Greeky only is missing 1.
Yeah.
Oh, close combat
fighting.
expertise actually is upgrading his infantry, Eery.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He's maybe thinking of getting some champion spearmen at some point. Or maybe just axemen, I don't know. But it's good to see him getting that upgrade. Does he have desert conditioning researched as well with his stables?
No.
Not yet. Okay. So maybe
Interesting
he's
choice
moving away. Maybe he's moving away from that. I'm not sure. Oh, look at that position for the carpenters.
Yeah, I love to see these some more units being used. Even some slingers being made here now.
Oh my god. That random one slinger is the best.
Yeah. We do very well
Hey
against the
guys,
chariots.
mind if I tag along?
Yeah, literally tag.
Yeah.
This is what tagging along is.
Literally. Yeah. Good Slinger Wars. Who do you? I mean, who would have thought that we would see Slinger versus Slinger in H4? But here we are. Greeky is getting a foothold here, though, with a lot of horsemen here. Hmm. Those few spearmen mixed in actually might not look like much, but they're actually making a big difference in those the outcome of those fights.
Ooh, this is a nice time to engage, though. But yeah, I wanted to point out the same thing, that 8 champion spearmen here, with all these upgrades.
Yeah, they're just
Gonna do well.
ripping through those camels. Celtic spearmen do so much damage against cavalry. It's like, don't take their physical size into account. They are massive damage dealers. Oh my god, there's the resign
Oh,
from
wow.
Eery.
Yeah, so if you look at the population, it was actually really low. And I think, I mean, his market line took a big hit, but this is at
Yeah.
59 villagers.
I am surprised.
I must say, I thought he was doing okay, but now I was too confused looking at the tooltips. Wow,
Yeah, GG.
wow! So the first
Greeky.
game goes to Greeky.
Yeah, and now Greeky only needs to win 2 more games to finish the series. Incredible. Greeky with the upsets one after another in this tournament.
Yeah, amazing. I'm a bit caught off guard by that
Resign,
design,
yeah.
but looking at the situation, so throughout this whole game, these final 5 minutes, Eery's bank has been very low, and Greeky was just swimming in resources. His markets got destroyed once, yes, but his market line is just so strong. I don't think he lost many caravans. Look at the villager count. Yeah, so this villager deficit was only at the very end, these final few minutes. It was mainly, I think, that look at the units killed and units lost. Yeah, so if you look at these numbers, so overall Greeky has just been trading a little bit better. And even though the economies of both players were quite similar, except for the very end, this played to the advantage of Greeky. And of course he was trading better because he was ahead in upgrades basically the whole game. Also at the end, that we pointed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice play from Greeky. I mean,
Look at this.
I would have. Jeez, yeah.
Such a back and forth game. All these small attacks on the side with all these different units. So, wow.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Eery, actually, wait. Greeky can no longer use his Celts, so he's left with his Persia and his Greeks, I think. And I think Eery, if he stays on Egypt and if Greeky goes on his Persia, I don't know. I have a feeling like Eery is gonna switch to Celts, but let's see.
Yeah, but you're cheating.
I'm not looking actually.
Ah,
no.
okay. So,
No, I'm not.
so we can tell the viewers, so we can start the next predictions. So the next map will be Oasis. Eery will be playing as Celts. And Greeky is going to switch to Greeks.
Ooh.
Very nice. So Greeky actually did not play Greeks at all in his previous series against Recon. But this was, of course, as the name hints at, this I would say this is still his main civ, right?
Yeah, I would say the same.
He's been practicing some other civs because in this tournament, if you win with a civilization, you cannot play it again for the entire series. So
Yeah.
Greeky just got a Celt win, and so he can't use them at all anymore.
Anymore for this series, yeah. But Eery can still use as Egypt, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, so I really like those Civ rules. They kind of rebalance the series, so a loser has a small advantage, or a winner with a small
Comeback
disadvantage.
potential.
Yep.
Yeah, comeback potential.
And pesky wolves on the hunt.
Look at those nerfed wolves. Just doing 8 DPS. Huh, less than a Sparabara. But more than a shield bearer.
And this is a terrible hunt for Greeky. So,
yeah, but he's Greek, so if at any point in time those deer walk to the storehouse, you can instantly kill them if he's looking.
this time Eery is not going for fast hunting dogs. Actually, he could still do it before his wood storehouse. So let's see if he does the same. But if you look at the resources now, so he's quite far off a wood storehouse, and he needs to be able to build a house relatively soon if he wants to continuously produce spearmen. So I'd be interested to see the hunting dogs timing. Both players going for a barracks. Let's see if Eery... Oh yeah, Eery has a nice second hunt here. Very close to his base. So I think in terms of map spawn we're okay. So about this map, we are on Oasis, and look at this pond, this pond spawn. So Oasis is known for a small pond in the middle. It's a very small map in general, but it has a pond in the middle with a lot of resources located around this. So all these gold mines, stone mines, berries, hunts are very close to this lake. So if you control the lake, you control the map, you're in a good position. And usually it spawns quite as a circle.
Circular. But, yeah, this is a line.
Yeah, this is a line, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, this can be interesting because now you can no longer cover the entire pond with a single dock and one warship. Like if you leave it next to your dock, your opponent can sneak a dock on the other side of the lake. So that may become a factor later in this match, but let's see how it plays out.
So Eery moving out. One thing we have to point out is that Celts are probably Eery's best civ. He's so insanely good with these spearman raids and pressuring his opponent. At the same time, Greeky is very good at having units at the right place at the right time and defending. And you can see him use his scout to exactly know where Eery's spearmen are. Yeah, so Mista in the chat saying that he's referring to some of the earlier tournaments where we had what we had on this this map. Where actually players went for a fast dock in the middle, like off the bat, go for a dock and build a fishing boat there. I think people went with their first 3 villagers as well. So
yeah, that's what he's saying. 3 dock into 4 fishing ships into H2 galley. So once you hit the H2 button, your civilization transforms into the Persians, and you're able to train galleys from your Greek dock.
And there was this one crazy tournament game where both Zertan and Mista, I think it was, they both did the same thing. So in H1 they both had a dock.
And Oasis.
It turned into some strange villager, spearman, villager fishing boat fight.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what Eery is doing here. He's not able to get some damage, but
I like
things
this.
are about to change. Oh, Greeky is
really
not noticing
nice.
this.
Really nice raid. Or harassment, rather, from Eery. So many spearmen in H1. Holy moly.
Let's see if he builds a dock as well, now that he has control over the map.
He is not relenting with those spearmen, though. He is just gonna...
Kills the scout.
Yeah, that's huge. Especially because I'm not expecting Greeky to make any mounted units for a long time in this matchup. He needs to get some scouting information, and right now he's got to be forced to use the slower unit.
Actually, he's gathering a lot of gold now, so
Mm.
he was really disrupting the economy of Greeky here. So doing a good job at that. He's back at home, getting some stone, going for a second town center. He is getting that dock up as well. And he has some long swordsmen on the field now. Pressure is not stopping, it seems, though. I think if he pushes on this hunt with everything he has a lot more than Greeky. You have more units? Yes, some spearmen here. When another villager goes down.
Wow, Eery is doing so much damage with those spearmen. Killing that storehouse once again. Oh, and that's a nice spot for his TC. Does he have a dock up yet? I didn't notice. Oh, good. So he is taking full map control here. Excellent.
Yeah, and he's pulling ahead in this game. Greeky is just gotten to H2. He needs to get his handsaw upgrade still. He needs to build his town center still. He's down 2 villagers. Actually 4 villagers now. Because Eery is also building these fishing boats. Only 3 villagers on the town center though, so this will take some time to get up.
Yeah, it's gonna take a long while. I think the base build time for a TC is actually 120 seconds, so it is indeed gonna take a while for Eerie's TC to go up. But at the same time, he's denying so much map control from Greeky, and he's forcing him to build his second TC in base.
Yeah, so taking complete control of the map, and basically the only food source that Greeky has right now is these berries. Oh, and he's going in to kill the villager here, and I think he can...
Pretty sure he can kill more than one villager there.
I think he got one there. I'm not sure, maybe it was a long swordsman dying. Villager count 24 for Greeky against the 28 for Eery.
Wow.
I think after all that, I think both players got their town center up at about the same time.
Yeah, but the difference is here that Eery is in a much better spot in terms of map control. But I think that's just how the matchup goes, I guess.
Yeah, Greeky is taking some off the map now, scouting a bit around with his high pass. He did lose his scout.
But he's doing a really nice job of these 1-unit scouts. Reminds me of the AI actually in Quest, but there's like this one hit passing by your base. Oh, there's an archery range from Eery.
Yeah, so we have
second archery range actually.
Yeah, double archery range. It's very interesting.
But he knows Greeky. Greeky loves his Toxotes ball. So
yeah, as you said,
just gonna. Yeah, the majority of Greek H2 army's strength comes from that huge Tox ball.
And Greeky is about to find out that there's a town center right here. Some important scouting information here. Yeah, and you know that Greeky likes his... Actually, he's building a stable right now.
Wow, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah?
He changed his game plan now.
He's getting some nice scouting information now. Let's see how many military buildings he actually scouted. He knows about the 1 archery range. And I think he just built his stable blindly, so that's nice. In the meantime, a swan ship has been built. We'll expect Eery to get net lures as well. He likes his upgrade. But yeah, Greek is still very confined to his base. There's some food here up for grabs, but he doesn't even... I mean, this boar is still very eatable.
Yeah, I guess at least he does have a gold mine in the back, Greeky, but...
Oh, yeah.
Eery is all over the map right now. Control of the water, control of the land. He's even maybe gonna keep his scout there.
Yeah, very nicely kept it alive.
So
what is Eery's plan here? I think he's making some more buildings, adding some druids. I think he just wants to deny this, but ooh, going to be all about being able to slinger attack nicely, so he's using his slingers to target the Toxotes. Does he have enough here?
Probably not. Yeah, he's backing off. This is the majority of Greeky's army. Oh, that druid. Oh, okay, he stopped. I was worried about his health.
So Eery up 6 villagers, 53 to the 47, 48.
Do they have any armory upgrades? Do they have any armory at all?
There's the double armory for Eery, and the army has just gone up for Greeky. So what Greeky has often done as Greeks is push do like a timing push with this first barbed arrows upgrade.
Yeah.
But I don't think we will be seeing it this game because
no, Eery is constantly knocking on his front door at every minute. Since the beginning of this match, really, with those spearmen. Now, Greeky is mixing in some Saris. And I should point out that he hasn't started an armory upgrade yet, despite having an armory.
In the meantime, Eery getting shield
Pierce
brim,
armor first. Yeah, perfect.
melee attack.
Yeah, those are the upgrades he wants.
And Greeky actually moving to farms. He already has 9 farms. So he still feels very confined. So from my point of view, it looks like he has stabilized a bit. Can get this hunt, but
yeah, it's a good backup plan to make those farms, I feel like. Because as you can see now, Eery is just putting pressure on him and he can't gather from that hunt. I think he still has a few boars back in his base, like the ones that Eery denied in Age 1.
Oh, he's getting them.
No. Yeah, but he also has 2 at the top of his TC, or did he harvest? Okay, no, he does have some food. I think that's like 300 food left in that boar.
Yeah, you're right, 300 exactly. That's not hunting dogs though.
Wow. Yeah, hunting dogs would be tremendous here, yeah. Especially since he needs every resource that he can get his hands on right now. Conservation is really important here.
And you were completely right. Eery kept his scout right here, and once he saw that Greeky was moving out...
Yeah, exactly.
Same time pushing in on the other side. But I feel like Greeky's army, we're reaching the point where populations are maxed, and the Greek army is just so pop efficient that
so they're pretty good. And he does have some Saris mixed in too. But he is getting attacked in his wood line with some longswordsmen. So he needs to deal with that fast, actually.
I think a few villagers died there. So 64 villagers now for Greeky to the 67 of Eery. So I guess he's fine. Look at all these watch posts from Eery, by the way.
Very nice. And love that vision on the gold mines with that one slinger.
So Eery is in control of the gold mines right now.
Absolutely.
This gold mine is the last gold mine that Greeky has. He's fine for now, but in a few minutes' time, he will need to secure another one.
I think that's enough for him to get to H3 and establish a force large enough to secure the next gold mine. But let's see if Eery gives him that opportunity, because he is attacking his base left and right, and he is responding with his army at one spot at a time right now, unless I'm missing something on the minimap. Yeah, like you can see, Eery is pulling him apart.
There are some units here still.
Every raid. Yeah, now I think Eery can also come at the top. Maybe. Now that Greeky is busy dealing with his army. But I should mention that this Greek army is looking pretty large. So I think eventually...
I think those slingers just got a very juicy shot on the Toxotes.
Only 27 left alive. How many slingers do we have? 29. Yeah, and we have druids in the mix too. So this Greek army is hurting right now.
Yeah, and behind all of this, Eery went to the third age.
Let's
see what he's transitioning into.
Spearman.
Spearman champion. Yeah, he got the Spearman. That's a very interesting choice. Okay, so he's getting Gift of
Yeah.
Sequana. Very important
Yeah.
upgrade for your druids.
Eery is really good with this healing upgrades on every civ that he plays, which has access to these upgrades. I'm really liking it. Last time he got Touch of Ra really fast. Now he's getting a Gift of Sequana as soon as he hits age 3. And let's see, are those markets from Eery?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting location. But I think it works well with the current spot of his TCs at the left side. So.
I'm wondering about these Spearmen. Maybe Eery is like metagaming Greeky and predicting Prodomos to come or something.
We were trying to see what unit Eery is transitioning into after hitting H3, and the last thing I would expect to see was Spearmen. But he has so many Spearmen mixed in now. I suppose they're gonna be good at dealing with these Tuxotes. Greeky is still not an H3, but he should be able to afford it fairly soon. He does have the gold and food for it. Just lacking the wood right now. That being said, if once this match is over, I think this was Eery's, like, you know, pretty much get out of jail free card. He picked Celts on Oasis, right? So this is like the ultimate map and matchup you want with Celts and Eery. So even if Greeky doesn't manage to win this game, I think the worst will be behind him, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's very true. And he's doing quite a good job, despite this difficult matchup on this difficult map.
Yeah, he is doing fine.
We just reached H3. He did not get any champion upgrades yet, and his gold is starting to run dangerously low. I'm starting to get a little bit worried. He's building a market in his base, so he does realize that this gold mine is about to run out. And where does he go next? I love this gold mine here by Eery.
Yeah, he's just denying every opportunity from Greeky to gather any kind of gold on the map, and that's exactly what he needs to be doing. Your opponent doesn't have any gold, then they cannot make units.
Yeah, so the market is about to be finished, and I think Greeky will just sell a bunch of his wood and a bunch of his food, get some champion upgrades, maybe then secure a gold mine. I think he has a pretty strong army, though. I mean, these slingers, they lose their strength in H3, I would say.
A little bit, but not if your opponent is still on tons of Tuxotes, which Greeky is on, I think, right now. Celtic Spearmen still, Celtic Slingers, still very strong at dealing with ranged units, regardless of which age. Oh, that fortress is gonna go up, but at the same time, Eery is knocking on the front door of Greeky. Those Wood Raiders causing chaos in the back line. The wood line, rather, of Greeky. And I think the main army, though, for Greeky can beat the main army of Eery. And I really like this fort creeping from Greeky. He realizes that while he doesn't have too much gold to work with, he does have some extra stone. So he just built a fort with a lot of villagers, and he's building another one to secure that gold mine. I think that's very good play by him. And Eery is gonna immediately find out about this, but I don't know if he can stop it.
No, I don't think so. And this is exactly what Greeky needs. He has no gold. He hasn't had any for a while. He needs his market to sell resources now.
Oh, not much front line for Eery's army at the moment. This is gonna be a huge fight if Eery goes for it. If Greeky goes for it. Oh, but there's another counter fortress from Eery right there, and you know what the difference is? The Celt fortress can make rams, so Eery can train a few rams and maybe kill the Greek fort right there with his own fort.
Yeah, Greeky making 2 storehouses and going for 18 villagers, fully upgraded on their gold gathering.
Yeah, he needs it. I think he needs another fort eventually and build the 2 markets at the top. But Eery is just like, if you switch to Eery's vision, I think you're gonna see like 75% the map pretty much. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Greeky needs to already be thinking of the next step. What gold does he go for afterwards?
Yes.
But now he's
But
fine.
he is pushing at the top with his main army, I think.
The one
How
thing
many
is,
Toxotes is that?
because of all
Oh,
of
he
this,
doesn't have Toxotes champion though. Okay, finally.
he's getting it right now. But
Yes.
because of all of this gold denying, he couldn't get his most important champion upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
And behind all of this,
Definitely.
Eery is going H4 right now. Wow.
Ooh, yeah. If he gets H4 without taking too much damage, it's gonna be rough for Greeky.
Let's see what Greeky can do. This is a scary force though. 50 Toxotes.
Yes.
We saw in the first series what only a few Toxotes can do, and looks
Oh
like
yeah.
they won't fight before Toxotes champion hits.
Oh, this is a horrible spot. Oh my god, Eery can trap Greeky entirely in this little corner of the map. There is no escape.
Oh no.
Oh my god, look at that! Here comes the Kilt army! Oh man, Greeky is trying to fight in the tightest spot possible, but I think Eery is gonna be just fine with that, because once that front line is gone, those slingers are gonna shred the Toxotes to pieces.
Yeah, never mind what I said about the slingers not having value.
Yeah! Oh my god,
That was
that
brutal.
was such a huge loss.
That
for
was not
Greeky.
something that Greeky could afford. That being
Yeah,
said,
remember,
he is
remember this
next.
timestamp. Oh, here are the Rams. Here are the Rams, like I said. Oh yeah, Greeky just under a lot of pressure now. He is switching to Prodromos though.
Yeah, so see what the gold situation is. The gold has already run out.
The gold situation is very low.
Yeah, so
Almost gone.
still struggling for gold, and his opponent is H4. There's Carpentum champion coming up, and even making an Elder Augur for some rites, some sacrifices of these sacred deer, and it's looking very good for Eery. After that engagement, even though Greeky is maxed right now. Take a look at the market line for Eery. Doing the damage right.
This is the time for him to engage now, yeah. He even has some bowmen mixed in his ranged balls, so it's just not just slingers, but also druid bowmen. So it's a little tough to engage into a ranged ball like that. And Greeky is just trying to buy himself some time running around with those Prodromos, but I don't know, man. Like once that Carpentum count grows up, it's gonna be rough.
I loved that the wall for Eery stops here at the shallows, even though you can build walls on shallows. It's like a mental
I think
thing.
it's just like a muscle memory thing, but yeah, you can definitely wall off the entirety of the map, including the shallows. Good point, actually.
Oh wow, look at this. The markets were actually denied for Greeky. So
Yeah.
as if his gold problems were not enough, his trade just got shut down.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Now
there's a
he's
stone thrower here.
wow.
Siege.
Eery really making great use of that forward fortress. First with the rams and now with the stone throwers.
You love his usage of gold
I
points
mean,
as well.
Greeky does have a bunch of Prodromos, I think, that he can use to, yeah, that he can snipe the stone throwers, but yeah, he's being patient. He's like being uncharacteristically patient with his army, just creeping forward with his stone throwers, killing those forts one at a time.
Yeah, I think this
Look
may
at
be
all
Greeky's
that
final
damage.
stand though.
Yeah, there's the GG. Yeah, well played by Eery. Like, he played this exactly right. All game long.
Yeah, very well played. But at the same time, you're very right in saying this was his get out of jail free card. It's his best civ. It's probably the best map for this civ. So this is now we have a series on our hands. It's 1-on-1.
Yeah.
It's best of 5. So the first 3 wins will take this series and go on to the next match. Yeah, so let's take a 3-minute break.
Yeah, I definitely need it.
Then we'll
Yeah.
analyze these stats and head into the next game.
Yeah. I'll be back in 3 minutes then.
Right. All right. Yeah, let's first check these stats. Current villagers, very equal. At the start, he did some nice damage, so he was slightly ahead. So this slight villager difference actually worked nicely for him. See how much he gathered. So he actually outgathered Greeky by 10,000. In the meantime, we're sorting out the civilizations for the next map. Next map will be Sheltered Pass. Yeah, units lost, unit skills looking very equal here. We just kept on the pressure, sending units all across the map the whole time. Greeky didn't really have any walls or defensive structures to defend, except for these fortresses here. Overall, Eery trading a little bit better. Right, let's head into the next game. Yeah, thanks again to the people who donated, Kofa and Eery. I will update the recent donated things after the stream so you show up correctly for future streams. In the meantime, we're back, and we're now on Sheltered Pass. So this is the map, quite a choky map. This is the map where we had the epic series yesterday, or the epic match yesterday between Greeky and Recon. That lasted, I think, 53 minutes. It was just it's an insane match. It was Norse against Persia, a completely different matchup here. Greeky actually still playing as Persia, facing off against Eery, who's playing as Egypt. We saw Eery play as Egypt already in game 1, but since he lost that game he can still play it again. Greeky won with Celts, Eery won with Celts, so both players cannot pick their Celts anymore for the rest of this series. Both players seem to have a nice hunt, the back gold. This map was recently fixed to now have a guaranteed back gold for both players. Not sure if this is the one even, or if there's another one here for Greeky. And again, both players going for a fast barracks. Greeky sending over his Sparabara, and Eery nicely scouting that. There's another Sparabara already here. 3 Spearmen for Eery, with a 4th one to defend. The scout actually doing some nice damage. Even though these Sparabara have a lot of pierce resist. I guess there's also some lions, but the scout does some nice damage. Both players distracting each other with the scout, it seems, for now.
Hello?
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I just need a few more minutes. I think I'm gonna sit this one particular match out, and I'll join you again once this match is over.
Alright, sounds
That's
good.
okay. Yeah, alright.
See you in a bit. Right, so dancing back and forth, no real damage being done right now. Here he's actually housed right now, so that's not great. They managed to build a house with 3 villagers. About to go to H2, it seems like. And Greeky is already going to H2. Kind of dancing back and forth with a lot of spears and a lot of Sparabaras, but no real attacks. Looks like it's going to be fast town centers again for both players. So Eery in the chat says, I haven't seen Eery play much Egypt. Well, Eery is a very strong Egypt player, and mostly known for his heavy barracks play, so lots of well, spearmen, lots of axemen, lots of slingers. Right, here we go. Greeky splitting up his Sparabara, so there's a force on the left and a force on the right. Eery also splitting his defending forces, very nice. Greeky already able to build the town center. Found this juicy spot. Lots of food. Very nice. He actually killed the lions here already. Interesting. Oh, and the scout for Eery just died, it seems. See, we have 14 spearmen here against the 14 Sparabara. But of course, Eery is able to make some axemen. The Greeky has to get the hell out of there. So Greeky slightly faster on the town center. Sitting at 22 villagers to the 21 for Eery. Oh, is he going to go in with these Parabara? I think he may just go straight in the wood line. And Eery is not expecting this at all. He has to run with these 9 villagers. Ooh, I think, yeah, one villager goes down there. Trying to body block them. And another villager takes a lot of hits. Goes down as well. And this tables gets denied as well. That's very effective raiding here by Greeky. However, he may lose a lot of Sparabara here. He's going to go for more villagers. Oh, he may just... Oh no, he got a third villager there. 20 villagers for Eery against the 29 for Greeky. So I think I'm missing some villager deaths as well. On the right, I think on the right here, a lot of villagers died as well. I'm really noticing that PF2K is gone now, so I have that only a single set of eyes. But oh my god, being 9 villagers ahead at this point of the game is huge. Unfortunately, predictions are closed already. Oh, he's going back. It looks like a similar thing to the early game. Oh my god, he's going in again. So... Oh! Kills another villager. There's no way. Eery is not able to build villagers right now, and he is 12 villagers behind. This is actually brutal. So I was gonna say there's going to be a slight moment right now where Greeky has less units than Eery. But given that the economy difference is so huge, I think by the time that Eery reaches the base of Greeky, he will have a lot of units. Yeah, if you can see, there's already so many bowmen. Killing an elephant here, very nice. Even got hunting dogs. "27 villagers against 43. The PF2K said he will sit one out. Well, it may be a short one that he's sitting out. Greeky can actually comfortably chase away these units because he already has 11 bowmen. So we should never count Eery out. He is the combat king. The comeback king. He's had some pretty insane comebacks in the past, but I'm not sure if this he can come back from this. Farah saying GG in the chat. Well, that doesn't say anything, but let's see what Eery's game plan is here. Building a barracks. He actually went for quite an early stable, so before we used to play very heavily on Rex, not make many stables, but now he does have a stable. We have some camels here, trying to make something work. Greeky has these spearmen here, he has his army here. There's spearmen here as well. And he's gonna have some more units We keep pulling ahead in the population. 40 population ahead right now. Oh, that camel rider getting sniped, getting snared and sniped. I love this scout position here by Greeky. Giving him a tiny bit of information and being completely hidden. So Eery being housed there. Oh my god, the villager difference is only growing, so it's 21 villagers ahead right now, or 22 even. We keep building an armory. I think we may be seeing a nice push coming soon. Already has a second army over here. And there's just no place in the base of Greeky where Eery can do damage. Adding in some stables. And here comes the big GG push. See what armory upgrade he gets. I think he's going to go for barbed arrows. There it is. Giving some more pierce damage to this bowman. Oh my god. Catching these camels is huge as well. You just kill a few of them, and Eery now knows that there's a force coming, so he has to defend. He may even need some towers or something to be able to hold this. Let's see how Eery approaches this army. Greeky is just sniping some houses now. He's moving around with the camels. And there's 45 bowmen here. Here comes the flank. The 17 spearmen are a bit out of position, but yeah, they're trying to move around now. Ooh, and the spearmen are stuck though. I think this is about as good as it can go for Eery. Now those spearmen are just demolishing those camels. All in all, this was about the best engagement Eery could have hoped for, but it looks like Greeky will just close it out right here. And a very, very strong early raiding force, Sparabara, puts Eery on match point. Can you believe it? Keep in mind, this is the previous tournament winner. Look at this damage. Look at the villagers trained, so even not considering the villagers that Greeky killed, just the harass caused so many idle TC time, so much idle TC time for Eery that he would have been down in villagers anyway, but Greeky even killed a few. So I think what happened is when he was suddenly 9 villagers behind, Greeky was pushing this hunt really nicely. He may have killed a villager or two here, but it was also a lot of idle TC time, it seems, on Eery's behalf. Yeah, look at this, outgathering him by so much in such a short game. Let's get straight into the next game, guys. I'm seeing a lot of oofs, a lot of pogs in the chat. Yeah, Greeky is playing out of his mind. This is great. This is why he is the prodigy. So, a series is not complete if there is not at least one game of Arabia. And Eery acknowledges this and picks Arabia. And I saw earlier in the chat that I think Eery was talking about whether people play Babylon. Well, your prayers have been heard. Of course, everything is the other way around. Just my luck. I will just do it like this. You guys got this. So Eery, he picked Arabia. He can't play Celts anymore. Greeky can't play Persia anymore. So I think he maybe put some thought behind this. That well, what are the civs that Greeky plays? It's Greek, it's Celts, it's Persia. On a very big map. Well, Celts aren't the greatest on large maps. Greeks aren't the greatest on large maps. You can't play Persia anymore. Or Celts. So why not pick a big map and go Persia yourself? Equally saying Greeky, Babylon, what is this? Well, you could have also picked Greeks. Think about it like this. But yeah, I don't remember seeing Greeky play the civilization, so this may just be a very smart civilization pick by Eery, who's actually going for a barracks. The madman. And Greeky also going for a barracks. This map used to be a town center first, as Star of Night put it nicely yesterday. Gentleman agreement. Well, the agreement has been broken. So Eery is trying to do some damage with these Parabaras. Maybe do the same as Greeky did to him last game. Of course, Babylon is quite good at defending raids, because you can just move your ox cart and not lose a storehouse. Look at all the damage this scout has already done to this Parabara. Very nice by Greeky. We'll just continue to hit it along the way. Looks like we'll have a fight in the middle of this map. And I think this favors the Babylonian spears, who are well, 11 DPS, 250 HP against only 240 HP and only 9 DPS. So you need to outnumber the Babylonian spearmen with your Persian Sparabara to have a nice chance. The scout is still in the mix. I love it. So 6 Parabara against the 5 Spearmen, but there are a few low, so it's gonna come down to nice micro here. Both players doing an excellent job. Running away with the low HP Spearmen Parabara. 5 Parabara though, 5 Spearmen. I think Greeky got this. He continues to micro. Of course, they have to look back at their base and make villagers. Be scouting around. There's no stone being gathered at all yet, which is actually quite curious. Yeah, that's a very late stone gathering by both. I guess both were just really focused on this battle, taking all of their attention. What is Greeky planning on? He's getting so much gold. 8 villagers on gold. I mean, you need a few for some spearmen, but 8 villagers will definitely give you a big gold bank. I think now that he has some time to rebalance his economy, let's see what he does. Oh, he did kill this elephant as well. No hunting dogs yet. Eery is just not stopping. But I don't think he can go in. Greeky with enough resources to go to H3 right now. Putting down the ziggurat. And he may be winning the spear battle, but in terms of macro and economy, I think he's behind a bit. He's got a lot of gold. He's not in this second age yet. Eery is there. Eery is actually building his second town center now in a beautiful spot. Look at that. Eery has enough to defend here. So the score may be showing that Eery is down a bit, but don't let that mislead you. It's mainly the big resources, the large amount of resources in the bank of Greeky that's causing this score difference, which actually is a bad thing for Greeky. Ideally, you would want those resources spent. Maybe he is going straight to H3. At this point, why not? So we're 6 minutes into this game, and just now the town center has gone up for Eery. We very nicely has a scout here going for a block. Ah. Alright, Banana Man, I'll swap the top names.
Oh, hey.
Hey, sorry, I thought you were still on the call, but you left the call. I was just trying to fix the scores.
No, I left the call because I had to call somebody else for a few minutes.
Okay, your voice is sounds very scrappy right now.
How about now? Better?
No, let me call you again.
Alright.
Hello?
Better now? Hello?
Yeah, that fixed it.
Okay. Cool.
So did you see, what were you able to see?
I saw that Eery lost last match in a very convincing fashion. I didn't follow this game around too much yet, but still I'm extremely surprised by Greeky's performance in this tournament. He's been doing incredibly well, upsetting after upsetting. Now he's being pushed back though.
Alright, I need a moment to fix this Stupid Arabia.
Yeah, I'm just gonna message Recon right now to ask him to swap the spawns for next patch.
Yeah. 12-2, guys. 4-1. Right. Everyone calm down. So we're missing half the game, but it's fine. Eery's pushing in, but Greeky has a population lead right here. Both players still age 2. And I think Greeky is absolutely fine here. I think Eery's plan was to just go for a big push and prevent like a boomy game, which he cannot win against Babylon. But so far, Greeky is just going for an H2 army. He's fixed his macro. His resources are nice and low, mostly. No gardens yet. Just quickly double check if I did it correctly. 2-1. Yeah. Let's take a look at what Eery is building. There's 1 barracks, 2 archery ranges, 2 stables. That's it for now. No early markets or any other shenanigans. Greeky is
does Greeky have any gardens?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, lots of stables actually.
Yeah. Full transition.
Yeah, and eagerly pointing out in the chat that we're actually seeing some shield bearers. Amazing.
Yeah. Very fun unit to use, but unfortunately not one we see often.
Here we're trying again, pushing in. Yeah, so, but Greeky, have you seen him play this civilization a lot? Oh my god, there were so many lancers coming in from the flank now.
Oh no, this can be a problem for Eery actually. Big problem. He doesn't have anything to deal with the shield bearers anymore. And now the army of Greeky is overwhelming his.
Yeah, and I think this is the point where he kind of loses the initiative in this game. And
Yeah.
Greeky is all set up for transitioning into a big Cav army. Looks like Eery is thinking the same. But that put Greeky ahead a lot in this game.
Yeah, how much population is he ahead by right now?
Ahead by 30 population.
Jesus, yeah.
As well as 13 villagers. I've noticed Eery was housed a lot this game. So I don't think Greeky killed many villagers, or any villagers. It was mainly Eery not making villagers. Eery is getting himself back into this game. These Asabara are going to do massive damage here. There's nothing for Greeky to defend this.
But in his main base, can he hold that is the question.
24
Huge army.
lancers.
Yeah.
Eery has a decent army here. There's 29 bowmen. There's no ranged army at all. There's no bowmen. This is actually an interesting composition. 26 lancers, no, and some shield bearers, and no range units.
Yeah, so at the moment, all Eery needs to make is Asabara actually. Because Greeky has very few spearmen, and every other H2 Babylonian unit dies to Asabara. And Eery does recognize that, I think. He's making more and more Asabaras. Oh, he is getting raided though with his lancers.
Ooh.
It's gonna be
cannot lose these villagers.
Yeah.
We cannot fight with these villagers either. I think he misclicked there, and oh, he's gonna lose a lot of villagers actually.
Yikes. What's going on at the top of the TC though? Okay, those are just regular villagers.
Yeah, but Greeky pulling ahead in the villager count, 76 to the 57.
Oh my god, 19 villagers ahead.
Oh, and he's gonna find these villagers as well.
Oh, just
Oh my god.
out of reach. That's lucky for Eery for sure. That's really lucky. But is Greeky going to H3 just yet?
Yeah, Greeky is heading to H3 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he will probably add on some mounted archers. He's moving out a bit on the map as well. I like this.
Nice,
Getting
3
some
ox
loot there.
carts.
Hunting over here.
We did see him make 2 storehouses on gold the other time with Greeks. Now he's using 3 ox carts together from this gold mine. And I would love to see him research cargo expansion from his ziggurat and
Actually,
garrison some wait, from his TC, sorry. And garrison some villagers inside and move them behind enemy bases.
yeah, you got
for
the other
some-
one from a ziggurat. Which one is? Wait.
No, he didn't. He got the Oxcart health upgrade,
Ah, yeah, the health upgrade. Yeah, yeah.
which
The
is
CC.
yeah, reinforced cart, I think is the name or something like that.
Right. The third town center going up.
There's,
for
oh,
Greeky.
this TC can be denied, I think, with these Asabaras if Wiki.
Oh, he's getting it.
Oh, he's not actually. Yeah, it's gonna get denied. That's really huge for Eery buying himself time. And is Eery aging up himself? I think he is, right?
Yeah, he's almost
That's
there.
H3 in the queue for Eery. Yeah, so when he hits H3, he can produce those mounted archers himself to counter these 31 Lancer champions.
Yeah, so Greeky immediately got the champion upgrade for Lancers, and this is scary. Those Lancers, their charge is just so good. And we have a base trade scenario
Yeah.
here, but
I
Eery has
think
a lot
it's
of
gonna go
bowmen.
better for Greeky. Yeah. Not sure about this, actually.
Targeting the TC with some units, targeting the stable. These Asabara are still doing work. 73 villagers to the 52, so
Yeah, this is looking dire. This is looking dire for Eery.
yeah. He's not really making that much happen with this this one army he has right here. In the meantime, his production is going down. He does have this nice choke to defend, but Lancers
Yeah,
can get some
he-
nice surface area.
He is attacking with 2 towers and 2 H3 TCs, so he does have that going on for him. But Lancers are so Lancers are one of the worst units to trickle units into, if that makes any sense, because of that burst damage they have with their charge.
And there's still 19 of them alive, and they're just not dying.
Yeah, they're not dying at all. Yeah.
He has pharmacology as well to help with a little bit of healing. He's going to clean up this force. 18 Lancers in this base.
Yeah, and these bowmen from Eery, I don't know if they're gonna get much down here. Those Lancers are gonna mow them down without any problems. That being said, Greeky's queue is completely empty. He just started making some units now.
Yeah,
and-
he got housed really bad by all those house dipper snipes. So Eery has that going for him, but it's looking very bad for him now. 70 population down, and he's just going to tap out.
Oh my
right there.
god! Wow! 3-1 for Greeky. Who would have seen this coming?
Wow.
Not me, I can tell you.
No, me neither.
Oh my god. That was sick. That was crazy.
Wow. That's a very well played
Incredible.
by Greeky.
Yeah.
Yeah, so wow. That was a very weird Arabia game as well. Starting, look at these three ox cards. How many ox cards did he have actually? I think most of his villager elite was just ox cards.
Yeah, possibly. He does have a lot of them.
Yeah, so the game started very weird, but lots of Sparabara, lots of spearmen, and I think it was very even. Yeah, if you look at the current military at the very start, it was just dead even for both players.
Yeah. Look at that though, and he didn't even have any gardens.
Yeah, that's insane. But I think, yeah, if you look at the current villagers trained, it's not because Greeky killed many villagers. It's because Eery didn't train many villagers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with about the gardens. Like, Greeky didn't have the training time reduction from the gardens either. He just outproduced the villagers straight up.
Yeah, so very good
I
job
mean,
by Greeky keeping his town centers working full time. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
no, I was just gonna say that he played this entire series very well. Like the only game he lost was against Celts on Oasis, and everybody can lose that map and matchup. So well played to Greeky. He moves on, and that's interesting. Like, look how many who we have in the losers bracket. Carnage. We have Eery out of all people. So this tournament already breaking all the
Yeah,
rules
and
and
don't
all
forget
the
Recon.
expectations. Recon as well. Holy shit! Yeah. That's a better losers bracket than a winners bracket at this point.
Yeah, so that's the nice thing about this tournament. There is a losers bracket.
Yeah.
Let me post the brackets in the chat for you guys. Actually, we'll have a look in a bit. Let's first see if there's any other stats we want to see. Idle villagers. Yeah, so Eery. Yeah, some people are also saying the army choice may have played a role here. So what did you think about Eery's composition on this map?
I think those bowmen, like the way he moved them out in H3 was a little ambitious. It didn't work out the way he wanted. Like, the thing with champion lancers is that their burst damage is so much so sometimes just can't keep uh your bowman in there without any protection. And like when Greeky had if you paid attention, Greeky didn't attack the bowman until he had like 10, 15 lancers. Then he just charged in and cleaned everything up. And then from that point, Eerie was in a constant population deficit, and um, Greeky just pushed the advantage and translated that into a full win, both the series and both the match and the series. I think Greeky played that quite well, and maybe Eerie could have stayed home a bit more with his land army and did some more harassment with some Asubara and mounted archers first. But yeah, I don't know. Uh, Quite surprised.
Yeah, I feel you. I have the exact same feeling that wow.
Yeah, wow,
Oh
indeed.
my
Like,
god, I have the thing wrong. Oh no. Hold on. We're going back. Yeah, please tell Recon to fix this.
yeah, I did.
Recon, if you're still listening, help.
Yeah, praise Recon in the chat.
Hashtag praise Recon in the chat who fixes things like people spawning on the right side so the casters don't have to change the colors. Yeah, so Greeky 3-1, very nice. Let's take a look at the brackets here. Very nice. Striker immediately updating them, very nice.
Yeah,
So
he's on the ball.
yeah. So moving on to the first winners bracket final. So he will advance to face the winner of Zertan against Striker, which will be a very tough match for him as well. Eery going down to the losers bracket and playing the winner of Verhoover against Carnage.
Oh wow, yeah. So we're gonna have a match where Eery and Carnage might play together, and one of them will get eliminated in the losers bracket. Like, this is the tournament of the unexpected. Let's say it like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
very
actually
good
insane.
series tonight. Both series were very good tonight. I think the Striker versus Carnage series was also pretty good. I especially enjoyed that match where Carnage got those catapult champions to deal with the army of Striker. That was really well done by
Oh yeah.
Carnage. Yeah, so good games tonight, and Thank you for having me on stream. I would stay around to answer some questions, but recently Twitch's delay is so much that's like, if I say something on stream now, the viewers are gonna hear it like 10 minutes later or something.
Oh no, I put a delay on the stream as always.
Oh, so it's like added on top of it because there's like a default delay on Twitch right now.
Okay.
When I last streamed, yeah, it was pretty bad. So thank you for having me for the co-cast, and
Of course, as always.
yeah, and I'll catch everybody on next stream.
Right, take care.
Yeah, good night and see you everybody.
All right, so this is the end of the stream for today. So keep an eye out on the PvP Discord to see the scheduling for the rest of the tournament. So most likely next weekend there will be a bunch of matches again. So stay tuned for that. Let me post a link to the Discord in the stream chat. Right, then thank you all for watching. Thank you to the people who donated, and see you around.